Hello, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Melissa Schlick, and I'm 21 years old at Fanshawe for Fine Art. My first project here concluded my 2020 art year. My intentions with this piece were to work with line, shape, repetition, and light. I realized that I focus heavily on process while not giving much thought to subject. So I was writing to try and find a common denominator, which turned out to be duality or opposites. I worked heavily in my sketchbook over the past couple weeks. So I was trying to use light to display opposites while warping the viewer's eye. My first project I thought very deeply about, and after creating all of these projects in my sketchbook, I was looking for common themes, which had been ceramics or glass, which I was trying to hold form and draw, while on the other hand, I was trying to loosen the experience and infer lines with form. For my first project, I focused on what tracks were naturally given to me, structurally and organically, which brought me to the unfinished basement, as well as to the organic animal tracks. I love the sporadic changes in organic lines, as well as I like the organization of structured lines. This was my first project experimenting with glass and a black paint Sharpie. Upon this one being completed, I decided that I needed a vase that went with this one that represented organic lines, enjoying the duality and opposites of the tracks colliding in the shadows. Light is a way for your entire body to feel and experience visually. Light submerges all around it, and it creeps organically through space and changes the contrast between object and line. After stepping back to look at what I had created with my first project, I thought too hard about the subject, which in turn damaged my focus on process. As a person, I am a huge collector. I find fascination in collections, items, and I believe that everything around you is art. It's just subjective. It changes dependent on who you ask. For instance, a well-made cabinet is art to a woodworker, an aircraft is art to a mechanic, and a sidewalk is art to an urban designer. The object relies heavily on the viewer being willing to alter their mindset and be thankful for what the object naturally allows. I took a lamp, took the shade off, changed the bulb to an LED, and my intentions were to put the jars over the lamp and allow the light to creep from the floor to the ceiling. But through trial and error, it was quickly realized that that would not be the way that this project was going to go. The lamp light wasn't strong enough, and although the light did creep all the way around the room, I found that with a flashlight inside the jar, it actually reflected what my intentions were way better. I will now display what the glass looks like, then the shadows it caused, and then my final photo. When it came time to photograph my final pieces, I had moved all the furniture, had all the lighting set up, I was ready. I now had to hold the light up, prop up the vase so the light was shining through it, and not display any shadows that were being used to prop it up. A few things I missed while I was shooting this project. I deeply missed my Canon and the quality it produced. I miss having a studio because the wooden trim annoyed me. And next time I wouldn't try so hard to generate a subject. I displayed all the different jars and shadows and asked my mother to be my model, and in doing so, she had to tell me exactly what she was feeling and experiencing within the space. My intentions with this were to do a drawing, but not on paper, on space, the viewers as part of the piece. I thank everybody who came out to join me, and I will be uploading again in 2 weeks. See you then.